Pretty much they said that the meth may have triggered schizophrenia. Whenever I was first hearing the voices, they would call me ugly, making fun of the way I walk, making fun of like my last interaction with somebody. I remember I was taking a shit. They were like commenting like on me taking a shit, going, ew, look at her butthole. I would hate it if I had to go to the bathroom because I knew they were gonna say something. They were actually the voice of my first love, I don't wanna say her name, and my apartment manager. I hated when she would come and ask me for the rent. I was just constantly like worried about that. I guess that's kind of where her voice like manifested in. I heard a voice saying that my roommate took a video of me shitting in the shower. I never shit in the shower, okay? I never. Like maybe a month they were saying that. And then one day they were like, no, you stupid bitch. You smoke shit, like, you know, like, and you're a piece of shit. So every time you hop in the shower, you take a shit in the shower, you stupid bitch. It was like a riddle almost. In the beginning, I would cry. But then like, it got to a point where like, I just got kind of numb. I would start talking back like a smart ass. Oh yeah, I am ugly. So, you know, whatever. And then I could tell that I was kind of like getting under their skin. So I felt a little satisfaction from that. And they told me that I smoked so much meth that it is coming out of my pores and that it's somehow connected with like technology, and I was broadcasting myself live to like the public. Everyone could hear your thoughts is what they would always say. Electromagnetic radiation is what I ultimately determined was the reason why I was being broadcasted on technology, because I was Googling things, and like at one point I had went and crossed all the barcodes and all the items that I owned, because they told me that the barcodes was a factor in how they were picking up my thoughts. The barcodes has something to do with it. The meth obviously has something to do with it. They would tell me I was the camera. They're like, you are the camera, like you're the camera. I'm like, what does that mean? I remember mopping my roof, my ceiling, because they told me that the meth smoke was like rising up to the ceiling, and like to get the meth off the ceiling so that they would stop looking at me. I did try to kill myself because they told me that I would be tortured like this forever and I would die an old lady with these voices. I was like, fuck that. I tried to make a noose out of speaker wire and it didn't work out. So I ended up like popping like a bunch of like Tylenol, like 40 Tylenol. Then the voices actually told me to go to the hospital, and they were like nice almost. They were like, go to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. I went on my skateboard, went to the emergency room and told them what I did. It was never my intention to end my life. It was just my intention to get those voices to stop. And I was afraid to go to the hospital because I didn't want the doctors to make fun of me, because I didn't want them to be like, hey, that's the girl that's broadcasting herself. Because like the voices told me like I was broadcasting myself on TV. The medications that they gave me, I responded well to them and they made the voices go away. I struggle with hearing things still, little whispers here and there. It usually only happens if I'm like nervous or out in the public area. If I smoke weed too, I stopped smoking weed as much. Machinery, I can hear people talking like with the machinery and stuff. It's weird, like it kind of morphs real sounds into words.